So I feel it's very bad. I feel it's wickedness. Knowing full well you know your genotype and you also know your spouse genotype, and you still went ahead in the name of love. What love in God's sake? No, it's wrong. It's a sin for me, because those children you're bringing into the world, they are the ones that will be suffering it. Hello, good kind of posted here. So today I decided to do a video rather. Today episode I want to be talking about some tests that you need to conduct before saying yes to that your wonderful lover. It's very important. With things happening around the world now, I think it's very necessary for you to carry out some examination on your partner before going ahead to say I do. Numerous things, but I will just mention few which I feel that is very, very important for you to carry out before saying yes to him or her. Number one test I want to stress on is you need to know your genital before you say yes to their partner. So what am I trying to say is this: if you test yourself and you know that both of you are not compatible, there is nothing wrong in separating peacefully. You guys can be friends, just men friends. But please don't try to, in the name of love, I love you, I can't live without you. You will be depressed. You yourself will suffer. You won't be happy seeing your children going through a lot, and the children too won't be happy for you. I know of a couple, they got married in the name of love. They knew their status. They knew their, yes. They still went ahead to get married. These people, I'm telling you, they are not illiterate. They are literate. They still went ahead to get married. My dear, as I'm talking to you now, that marriage has dissolved because love has died. They gave birth to 3 kids, and those 3 kids, they are all, one is AS, the 2 is XX. What are you doing? So now 2 of them, they are not happy. The children every day in and out there in the hospital. You yourself, you can't concentrate. So now the husband say, I can't do this anymore, and he withdraw. So what am I talking about? For you not to face this kind of situation, please, once you check yourself and you see that you're not compatible, just immediately withdraw. Thank you. That's number one test you should run for both of you before you say yes. So the second test you should run before saying yes to the love of your life is HIV test. Those days people believe that HIV is no longer there. That's the assumption of people. But I'll tell you that HIV is still rampant. So you need to check your partner very well. You need to check yourself. You need to know your status before you start checking. Because once you check your partner and you know your status, is it negative? Is it positive? I didn't say positive people, they don't get married. They do. But for the sake of that marriage, now that you are positive or your partner is positive, there is still room for you guys to get married if you want. So if you don't want, you can peacefully go to... No, some marriages are going through a lot these days because of infidelity. Maybe the guy was positive before he got married to the wife. After a while, you find out that, no, my wife is as well positive. You won't know who is who, I don't know if it's my husband or if it's my husband that gave it to me, or I am to give it to your husband. So this is the reason why you should check yourself to avoid all this trouble. When you find out, like I said, you can go ahead and marry him. That is your business. So if you don't want to marry, you can still go ahead to separate peacefully. Get positive once they get married. They match each other and they get married. So, but you need to know your status before, for the sake of the children you're bringing in, so that when you get pregnant, you know how to protect your child, so that you will not be able to be transferred to mother to child, or and also so that you can commence your treatment. Another test that you need to run for both of you before you get married is hepatitis. It could be B, It could be A, it could be C. All of them are dangerous. All of them are very, very infectious. So you need to know if you are hepatitis B, A, C, so that you can start treatment immediately. You understand. So you can commence your treatment early, and so as not to transfer it to mother to child, and also to avoid divorce. Maybe when your partner find out that you are hepatitis and you never told him, it will be something else and the marriage will dissolve. So we are trying to prevent a disaster in marriage. So that's the reason why you should know your status. So check for hepatitis. Although I know that some church run all those tests for couples before they get married, but if your church does not run these tests, you need to know, because it's very, very important for you and your partner. So I feel that another test you should run before saying yes, especially for the female. No, for the both. I think for the both is VDR. Is a kind of, if it can be run through blood or urine. So to know if you have any infection, this test is done to know if you have any infection like syphilis, gonorrhea, all those sexual transmitted diseases and virus. So if you run this test, you'll be able to know if you have, so that you will not transfer it to your partner. So, and some of this infection, as a woman or woman, it can prevent you from getting pregnant. It will be another story in your marriage. So that is the need for you to run this test, so that once you find out that it's treatable, once you find out that you have any of them, you can go to the hospital and commence treatment. So that is the need for you to run this VDRL test. So it's very, very necessary. So generally, these tests I just mentioned, they are very important. For me, I feel it's a must do for every couple before you get married, before you say I do.